morning, my dear students of class 8. So once again, welcome to the online class on English 2. In the last class, we had done with the explanation of the fourth lesson, the fourth chapter of your textbook, that is the bees in my backyard. No? There were two video clips I had sent you, and I'm sure you have gone through those videos and have understood the lesson well. So now today we'll deal with the exercises of the same chapter, the same lesson. Okay. So please take page number 39 of your textbook. Okay. And there you'll see the question answers first. Number A, read to understand. There are 1 and 2. No? Number 1, answer these questions, and number 2, answer these questions with reference to the context. Now for these two, 1 and 2, I've already written the answers and I will be sending you the answers, okay, through the WhatsApp group. So you can kindly have a look and copy those. Whatever I've written, the answers, already solved the answers on your exercise copies, right? And now B and C. Now B, read to infer, and C, discuss. No? Now these two questions are to be done by yourself. It's your job. No? Normally we do it the same way. When we were having classes also, that was the pattern that we were following, right? So you do the same. B and C, you are supposed to do by yourself. And number A, 1 and 2, I have already sent I'll be sending you the photo clips of the solved answers. Kindly copy those in your exercise copies. Okay. Now kindly go to page 40. On page 40, you'll see there one exercise, that's the match the following. Read these idioms with face and match them with their meanings. Okay. So I'll do it verbally. I'll try to solve the answer, the match the following verbally, so you can easily copy them in your book. Now A, to have a long face means to have a discontented or sullen face expression. B, to be wiped off the face of the earth means to disappear completely. C, to blow up in your face means to go wrong unexpectedly. D, to have a poker face means to show no feelings on your face. And E, to cut off your nose to spite your face means to do something to hurt someone else but actually hurt yourself. Okay, so there I've done the match the following also, so kindly listen to it and do it in your exercise copy. Fine. Now if you go to page 41, we have the grammar guide. Okay, so now we do what I've written in the board. We'll follow the board now. Page number 41. Now we have the types of pronouns. No, if you see on page 41. So there are 3 exercises, A, 1, 2 and 3. All are based on the same topic, the pronouns and the types of pronouns. So before we go to the lesson, the exercises, let's revise a little bit about what is pronoun and some types of pronoun here. Okay, so pronoun is a word that takes place of a noun in a sentence. No, it's simple, all of us know it. The boy said that he was tired. Now he has taken the place of boy, which is a noun, so this becomes the pronoun. Or you can take other examples of Ramu is a good boy. He is obedient. Now he takes the place of Ramu, right? So he becomes the pronoun. You can have various other examples for such. Okay. Now types of pronouns. Now there are various types of pronouns, but in my class today I'll be taking only some selected ones which is necessary for us, no, which is more fitting for us to solve the exercises on page 41. So first one is the personal pronoun. Now what is a personal pronoun? It refers to the person speaking or the person spoken to or the person or thing spoken about. That is a personal pronoun. Okay? For example, he, she, it, I, we, you, they, him, her, me, us and them. Now, these are the personal pronouns. Something related to a person to whom we are speaking to, or the person of whom we are speaking about, anything related to a person, no, it's a personal pronoun here. So this is the list of the personal example of personal pronouns. Okay. Okay, fine. Number two, we have possessive pronoun. Now, possessive pronoun shows some possession or ownership. No? It's mine. Some possession, I possess it. I own it. Okay, so it shows that possession or ownership. For example, mine, your, his, her, its, our, their, and mine. It is my book. Look at your face. You possess that face. His. She is his daughter. Her. It's her book. It's. So similarly, these all show some. These all no my your in this list of these words pronouns. They show some possession, some ownership. So these are called possessive pronouns. Okay. Now the third one we have infinite pronoun. Infinite pronoun. Now what is this infinite pronoun? It refers to unspecified person, place, thing, or idea. Unspecified means it is not specified. Specifically you, we can't say. Okay? It is indefinite. It is unspecified. Now with the example you will understand a bit better. Example, all, anyone, both, anything, everybody, many, some, someone, no one, etc. Now see here, all. It could be all. No? It's not you, it's not he, it's not she, but all. Okay, unspecified. It's not specifically this particular man or person. It's all. Similarly, anyone. Now it could be anyone. It could be me, it could be her, it could be him, it could be them. It's not specified, but anyone or both. Now it could be both, either me or him. There are two persons, both means two, or it could be him or it could be me. It could be both. No? So it's not specified, it's unspecified. So therefore, both, anything. It's not that particular thing. It's book, that umbrella, or that thing. Not particular thing, but anything. So unspecified pronoun or infinite pronoun means refers to unspecified person, place, or a thing. So infinite pronoun means that. Example, the set of examples are here. So kindly go through this. Now we have the fourth type of pronoun, and that is distributive pronoun. Now distributive pronoun points to persons, places, or things one at a time. This is very important. One at a time. That means individually, not as a group, but one at a time, individually. Okay. For example, each of the students has done it. Each is the distributive pronoun here. Each means individual student, not all the students, but individual students has done it. Similarly, either of them has done it. No? Either means individual. Now, there are two persons, either he or she has done it. Individuals, two individuals. They are taken one at a time. Similarly, neither of them has done it. Similarly, here also same, individually. Neither he nor she has done it. Okay, so individual, one at a time is taken. So therefore, taken into account. So therefore, distributive pronouns are each, either, and neither. These are the ones. The fifth one is reflexive pronoun. Now it shows that the subject of a sentence is receiving the action of a verb. Now these reflexive pronouns always end with either self or selves. Okay. For example, it will be more clear. Myself, yourself, herself, himself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, themselves, etc. Okay, now see the example in sentence form. The dog bit itself. Now this is the reflexive pronoun. Now here what's happening? The dog is biting, and whom is it biting? Itself. The subject of a sentence is receiving the action of a verb. Action is done also by the subject and is received back also by the same subject. Dog bit itself. Similarly, are you talking about yourself? So you are talking about whom? About yourself. The subject itself is doing also and receiving back the action also. Okay. The work have to be done. The work has to be done by yourselves. You have to do it by yourselves. Okay. They have to go there themselves. So all these selves, self, no ending, the words ending with self, selves, these all are reflexive pronoun. Okay, so we have dealt with 5 types of pronouns. So based on these, okay, you'll have to do the exercises which is on page 41 of your textbook. Okay, A, types of number 1. You have learned about the different types of pronouns. Underline the pronouns in the sentences below. Follow your book. Then write them in the correct columns to identify their types. Now, this is, you have to identify which words are the pronouns first. You have to underline it, and then which type of pronoun is that, whether it's a personal or distributive or reflexive. We have done, or indefinite pronoun, whichever. There are columns given: personal, possessive, indefinite, and distributive. So you have to write accordingly there. Okay, it's easy. Number 2, fill in the blanks with suitable reflexive or emphatic pronouns. Now, reflexive and emphatic pronouns are almost quite similar, so you can take it as one. So, reflexive we have already done. So, now there, see. A, you are old enough to go by yourself. You are old. B, I'll go to the principal myself to ask for permission. I'll go myself. C, you'll have to ask for it yourself. D, there weren't many people at the meeting, just 3 others and myself, right? And number E, we should always depend on others. We must learn to do things ourselves. So this is how you'll have to do this. Okay, 3, cross out the incorrect pronouns. Now there are 2 pronouns given in the sentence. The next lesson, the exercise, you have to cross out the incorrect one. One is correct, another one is incorrect. Like for number 1, to who or whom did you give my book? Now which is the correct one? The correct one is to whom did you give my book, right? So which is the incorrect? Who. So you just cross that who there. Similarly, you have to do the others also. B, for example, who or whom is the owner of this car? Now correct one is who is the owner of this car? The incorrect is whom. So you just cross the whom. Okay, this is how you'll have to do the exercises 1, 2 and 3 on page 41. If you have any problem, any doubts, you can directly contact me. Okay, now please go to page number 42. There we have a box there, and which explains the pronouns and antecedents. Now what is an antecedent? Now you know what is a pronoun. We already did in the beginning. Pronoun is a word that replaces the noun, right? That's a pronoun. And the word which is replaced, that noun which is replaced, is called antecedent. For example, there in the book it's given, flowers incite insects to courier deliver seeds. They use textures to attract them. Now your pronoun is they. They is replacing flowers, right? The flowers now becomes the antecedent. Ram is a very good boy. He is obedient. Now he is the pronoun and antecedent is Ram. The noun which is being replaced by the pronoun. Okay, that is antecedent. Now we have another term called relative pronouns. Now what is this relative pronouns? Relative pronouns relate or link their antecedents to the other words that describe them in the sentence. Okay, like for example is given. Example, through example you'll understand better. Now there are 2 sentences given. The boy, you follow the box there on page 42. The boy who accompanied me to the party is my childhood friend. Yes? The boy who. Now that who is very much connected, related, closely associated with this boy, the noun. The boy who accompanied me to the party is my childhood. Now that who is the relative pronoun. Okay. Now second example, please give me the parcel that has just arrived. Please give me the parcel. Now parcel is the noun that has just arrived. Now that becomes the relative pronoun there. Okay, it's very simple. This relative pronoun is always what do you call, attached with the noun, attached with that antecedent there, like the boy who accompanied. Immediately after the antecedent it comes. Please give me the parcel that, no, has just arrived. That is relative pronoun, very much linked with the antecedent there. Okay, now in the lower section of the box, the examples are given, two examples are given. You just have to keep in your mind one thing: when you use these relative pronouns and the antecedents, the words have to be arranged properly to make a meaningful sentence, otherwise it will be wrong. For example, there, see, the mobile is not working that she had bought last week. No, this is a wrong sentence. It should be, the mobile that she had bought last week is not working, because the mobile is the antecedent, the noun, and that is the relative pronoun. No, so mobile and that has to be together. They have to be together. They have to be linked. They have to be one after the other. The mobile that she had bought last week is not working. That is a correct sentence. Okay, that's how you have to use the antecedent and the relative pronoun. Okay, now on the basis of that also there is one exercise there, A to E. Now see, let's deal A. That's the man with his dog who is a photographer. Now this is a wrong sentence. No, you have to correct it as the information given there. Read these sentences and identify the mistakes in them, rewrite them correctly. Now what is the mistake here? The man is the antecedent, that is being separated with the relative pronoun. Now what is the what is the relative pronoun there? It is who, isn't it? So that's the man who is a photographer with his dog. Now this is the correct sentence. Similarly, B, an old wooden table is up for sale that has three legs. Now here the antecedent is old wooden table, right? And the relative pronoun is that has three. So they have to be joined together. So the correct sentence would be, an old wooden table that has three legs is up for sale. Okay, similarly, see, I got a dozen eggs for our neighbors which were fresh from the farm. Now here the dozen eggs is an antecedent, and which is the relative pronoun. So the correct sentence would be, I got a dozen eggs which were fresh from the farm for our neighbors. Okay, so this is how you'll have to do the other ones also. Okay, so A to E. With regard to this also, if you have any problem, any doubts, any clarifications, kindly contact me directly so that I can help you. Okay, so my dear students, please do your exercises immediately, and by evening you'll have to submit all the exercises, the complete work to me in my personal WhatsApp account. Kindly send me so that I can go through the exercises. It begins from page number 39, question answers, for which 1 and 2 I have done and I'll be sending you. And B and C, it's your job, you'll have to do it. No, read to info and discuss. Page 40, match the following, I've already dealt, so you do that in your exercise copy. And on page 41, the grammar portion, types of pronouns A, 1, 2 and 3. This one also you'll have to do it. We have already dealt. Please do them in your exercise copies. And on page 42, with regard to antecedents and relative pronouns, there's one exercise which no, you'll have to do that also. Okay, and if you have any problem with regard to any of the exercises, kindly contact me and I'll be very, very happy to help you to do your work. Okay, so kindly do the work in the exercise copies and send me by evening so that I can go through and correct the exercise work. Okay, so thank you so much, and remain at home, be safe, okay, and do not come out unnecessarily, and kindly be considerate towards your studies. You have to be considerate towards your studies. Okay, thank you so much. Have a good day.